Sir, Executive and Marketing Head at Ms. Renu Bora Ma'am, Administrative Head at Career Dreams Education, Mr. Kaushik Sir, Managing Head of Money Batters, Ms. Shika Gadodia Ma'am, Managing Head of Money Batters and Finance Coordinator, Mr. Dinu Anand Sir, HR Admin Head of Money Batters. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Come on, guys, show your interest. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them in the chat box and we'll also have time for the questions at the end. Once again, a warm greetings on behalf of Career Dreams Education and Money Batters to all the participants. Today's presentation is taken by Parvinder sir. So I'll hand over my mic to Parvinder sir. Yes, sir, it's over you.
Thank you, Aishwarya ma'am. Good evening to all, and good evening, Sikha ma'am,
Yes,
and
good evening, sir.
good evening all the participants who are here. Can I hear all the good evenings from all of you? Can you
Good
all just
evening, sir.
unmute?
Good
Sir.
evening,
Good
sir.
evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
sir.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Today I'm going to teach about the basics of accounting. So first, share me my screen. Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah. First, the basics of accounting. Accounting is an art of identifying, recording, measuring, classifying, verifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating financial information. I will explain to it easy language. अकाउंटिंग का मतलब ये होता है कि जिसको हम लोग रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं, उसको हम लोग मेजरिंग के लिए उसको यूज कर सकते हैं, एंड आइडेंटिफाइंग द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द कंपनी. And moving to next, that is characteristics of accounting information. First one is understandability. Uh, the meaning of understandability means that the information provided through the financial statement must be presented in a manner that the users are able to understand it. अंडरस्टैंडेबिलिटी का मतलब ये होता है कि उसको हम लोग ऐसे सिस्टमेटिक मैनर में हम लोग उसको सजा के रिकॉर्ड करें, ताकि हम कोई लेमैन भी देखे तो उसको हम लोग आसानी से समझा सकें उसमें क्या क्या अकाउंट से कौन सा कंपनी प्रॉफिट में है, कौन सा कंपनी लॉसेस में चल रहा है. एंड सेकेंड इज रेलिवेंस. Relevance in accounting is closely related to the concept of useful information. It means that the information must be capable of making difference in taking various decisions by the users. Relevance का मतलब इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज में एक इंफॉर्मेशन हम लोग किसी को प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, तो उसको हम लोग दे रहे हैं, तो हैव टू मेक अ डिसीजन फ्रॉम दैट. तो उसको हम लोग इतना आसानी से प्रेजेंट कर सकें ताकि कोई एक लेमैन भी देखे तो उसको आसानी से डिसीजन दे सके कौन सा असेट साइड में कितना अमाउंट है, लायबिलिटी साइड में कितना अमाउंट है. एंड थर्ड इज कंपैरेटिबिलिटी. Comparativity means that the user should be able to compare the accounting information of an enterprise, the period, either with that of other period. There are two types of period in which the account are compared. First is intra-firm comparison. Second is inter-firm comparison. Comparison का मतलब ये होता है कि if I am comparing my profit with some others company, that is called intra-firm comparison. If I am comparing my previous year profits, that is known as inter-firm comparison. And the final one is reliability. Reliability means the information is required to form judgment about the earning potential and financial position of the business. अभी हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे रेलिवेंस एंड रिलायबिलिटी. दोनों का मतलब 90% सेम है, बस रिलायबिलिटी में बस हम लोग एक कंपनी का पोजीशन देख के उसको जज करते हैं. जस्ट हम लोग को if I want to invest some money in shares, we have to see the market price and then we are investing the which company is earning profit and which company is earning losses. Till now अभी तक किसी को डाउट है या any queries till now?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
And then moving to next, there are three forms of business in three forms of business. First is sole proprietorship, second is partnership, third is corporation, या उसको हम लोग बोल सकते हैं cooperative organization. First one is sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is a type of business unit where one person is solely responsible for providing the capital and also bearing the losses. Sole proprietorship को सिंपल से एक वर्ड में बोलूं तो वन मैन आर्मी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं अगर कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट करता हूँ, मेरा कोई पार्टनर्स नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, तो आई विल बी रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इन्वेस्टिंग कैपिटल्स and bearing the losses also. That is called sole proprietorship. Second is partnership. A partnership is the relationship between two or more persons who have to agree to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Partnership का in simple terms में for example, if I am there and one of my friend is there, हम दोनों मिलकर कोई बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं, then we both should agree to share each of the profits and bear all the losses. अगर कुछ दोनों हम लोग को प्रॉफिट होगा तो हम दोनों एक साथ शेयर करेंगे, 50-50 करके शेयर करेंगे, एंड अगर कोई लॉसेस होगा हम दोनों एक साथ बेयर करेंगे. इसको बोलते हैं पार्टनरशिप. एंड थर्ड इज कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Cooperative organization is a society which has its objectives for the performance of economic interest its members in accordance with cooperative principles. Cooperative organization मतलब इसका फॉर एग्जांपल एक टाटा ग्रुप्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज, वो उसको बोलते हैं कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, जिसमें नंबर ऑफ प्रिंसिपल्स रहते हैं. एक कंपनी को खोलने के लिए एमओए, मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन, वो सब फॉर्म्स हम लोग भरेंगे. उस सब को जो करते हैं उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कोऑपरेटिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. एंड देन आफ्टर दैट accounting equation is there, that is assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. ये इक्वेशन को हम लोग लास्ट में बैलेंस शीट जब पढ़ेंगे तब इसको हम लोग यूज करेंगे. एंड टिल नाउ द फॉर्म्स ऑफ बिजनेस में कोई डाउट्स फ्रॉम एनीबॉडी?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Thank you. Then coming to accounting principles, there are total 14 accounting principles in accounting. First one is business entity concept. A business entity concept of a business assures that business has a separate entity and distinct from its owners. It means that for the purpose of accounting, business and its owners are to be treated as separate entities. For example, मनी बैटर्स एक कंपनी है, उसमें उसके अंदर हम लोग दीनू सर है, कार्तिक सर है, दे आर ट्रीटेड एज डिफरेंट एंड द कंपनी इज नोन एज मनी बैटर्स. उसके अंडर में आते हैं हम लोग के दीनू सर, कार्तिक सर. So if anybody is if owner is bringing some capital, he is liable for paying that. He is known as liability of the company. And coming to next, that is money measurement concept. The concept of money measurement states that only those transactions happen in an organization which can be expressed in terms of money. मनी मेजरमेंट कॉन्सेप्ट में हम लोग वही सब ट्रांजेक्शन्स रिकॉर्ड करते हैं जो एक्चुअली में मनी के मनी के हिसाब से ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ रहता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, सेल्स ऑफ गुड्स, पेमेंट ऑफ एक्सपेंसेस. Yes, these transactions are recorded in accounting. Some other transactions also will be there. That, for example, if I am appointing any manager or creating any research activities, that all activities will not be recorded in accounting. These two concepts, anybody is having any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Then moving to third concept, that is going concern concept. The concept of going concern concept assumes that the business firm would continue carry out its operation for an identifying period of time and would not be liquidated in the foreseeable future. For example, going concern concept, I will take an example of Tata Company. Tata Company is for who his first owner was Ratan Tata. Jamshedji Ratan Tata was the first owner. Then he died, his son came, but still the company is running. That is known as going concern concept. मालिक चेंज होते रहेंगे पर कंपनी अपने रन करते रहेगा. नए मालिक आएंगे, वो अपना रूल्स लगाएंगे, उस हिसाब से कंपनी रन करते रहेगा. दैट इज नोन एज गोइंग कंसर्न कंसेप्ट. एंड फोर्थ वन इज कॉस्ट कंसेप्ट. The cost concept require that all assets are recorded in the books of accounts at their purchase price, which includes cost of acquisition, transportation, installation, and making the assets ready to use. For example, अगर मैं if I'm purchasing a machinery for ₹50,000, अगर मैं कोई सामान 50,000 में खरीद रहा हूँ, उसमें हम लोग अगर सामान को फैक्ट्री में ला रहे हैं तो उसमें हम लोग को 10,000 रुपए रिपेयर्स में कभी जाएगा, कभी इंस्टॉलेशन में जाएगा. बट in this concept, the cost concept is saying that I should record the price at which I have brought the 50,000 price. I should record in the books of account, not after deducting the 10,000 and installation price. That installation price. Within these two concepts, anyone is having any doubt?
No,
No.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay, then moving to matching concept. Matching concept states that the expenses incurred in an accounting period should be matched with revenue earned during that period. It means the revenue and expenses incurred to earn this revenue must belong to the same accounting period. For this, I will take a very basic example. If you are taking an insurance, we have to pay if you are taking an insurance of ₹9,000 and we have did for only 3 years, then we have to pay the insurance amount of ₹3,000, 3,000, 3,000. The amount is fixed. Then in this concept, it is said that where the revenue is earned and expenses is incurred, that means I have to pay the 3,000 on the first year only. I should not transfer that to the second year. That is 3,000 plus 3,000, it will become 6,000. It should be the payment should be done on the first year itself. Then moving to dual aspect concept. Dual aspect concept is the foundation of basic principle of accounting. This concept states that every transaction has a dual or twofold effect. For example, in the accounting there are two folds. The first is debit side and second is credit side. If I am recording anything on the debit side, then I should write on that also on credit side. I will take a basic accounting journal entry. First one is started a business with cash of ₹50,000. इसको हम जर्नल एंट्री में कैसे लिखेंगे? कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट. कैपिटल अकाउंट में टू डेबिट जो हो रहा है उसमें हम लोग 50,000 फर्स्ट लिखे डेबिट साइड में, एंड सेकेंड जो टू कैश अकाउंट है उसमें जो क्रेडिट साइड में लिखे 50,000, देन ऑल द डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट आर बैलेंस, दैट इज नोन एज dual aspect concept. Then moving to next, that is realization concept. Realization concept is also known as revenue recognition concept. In this concept, revenue is assumed to be realized when a legal right to receive it arise. That is the point at the time when goods have been sold or service has been rendered. For example, rent for the month of March 2020 is received on April 2020. अगर हम लोग ड्यू इफ आई एम लिविंग इन रेंट, आई हैव, अगर मैं कोई रेंट में रहता हूँ उसमें अगर मेरा ड्यू डेट पहुंच गया मार्च 2020 में, पर उसको पेमेंट में दे रहा हूँ नेक्स्ट मंथ सर, दैट इज अप्रैल 2020, पर हम लोग को जहाँ लीगल राइट हो जाता है when we are receiving cash, that is becoming as a legal right when that is वो लीगल राइट हो जाता है तब हम लोग उसको रिकॉर्ड करें, that is on April 2020. These three concepts, anyone is having any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
And moving to 8th concept, that is consistency concept. In this concept, the accounting information provided by the financial statement would be useful in drawing the conclusion regarding the working of an enterprise only when it allows the comparison over a period of time as well as with the working of other enterprises. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम लोग का डिप्रिसिएशन कैलकुलेट करने का दो तरीके होते हैं, डिप्रिसिएशन हम लोग आपको बाद में पढ़ाएंगे। डिप्रिसिएशन कैलकुलेट करने के दो तरीके होते हैं, फर्स्ट इज स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड एंड सेकंड इज रिटन डाउन वैल्यू मेथड। अगर मैं एक साल में फर्स्ट ईयर में अगर मैं किया रिटर्न डाउन वैल्यू मेथड में, एंड सेकंड ईयर में कर रहा हूँ दूसरे मेथड में, दैट इज रिटन डाउन वैल्यू मेथड, and I will say that my profits are showing a vast difference. That cannot be. If I'm first year, if I'm doing on straight line method, then I have to continue that straight line method process till that dissolution of the company. So then I will get the actual profit or actual losses of the company. Then moving to next, ninth concept, that is prudence concept. The another name of prudence concept is consistency concept. Sorry, conservatism concept. This concept is known as playing safe. अगर मान लो, अगर for example I'm giving I know that मेरे पास my company is going to be a loss for next 3 years. Then I have to be ready for that, and I have to save some amount ताकि हम लोग लॉस भी हो पर हम लोग उसको रिकवर कैसे कर पाए, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं प्लेइंग सेफ। दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, इस कॉन्सेप्ट में हम लोग उसी को बोला जाता है कि हम लोग सेफ कैसे खेलें फॉर रनिंग अ बिजनेस। Then coming to 10th concept, that is accounting period concept. हम लोग अकाउंट्स में दो तरीके, there are two periods. First is financial year and second is calendar year. The financial year starts from 1st April to 31st March, and calendar year starts from 1st January to 31st December. But most of the companies follow the accounting year, that is from 1st April to 31st March. These three concepts, anybody is having any doubt?
No, sir.
Then moving to 11th concept, that is materiality concept. In this concept, the materiality requires that accounting should focus on material facts. Efforts should not be wasted and present facts which are immaterial in determination of income. For example, money spent on creation of additional capacity of a factory would be called a material fact, as it is going to increase in future earning capacity of the enterprise. मटेरियलिटी कॉन्सेप्ट का मतलब ये होता है कि हम लोग कोई भी सामान खरीदते हैं तो ऐसा सामान खरीदे कि हम लोग फ्यूचर में उसको प्रॉफिट अर्न करने के लिए हम लोग यूज कर सके, ना कि अब प्रेजेंट वैल्यू में. हाँ, द बेसिक एग्जांपल आई एम टेकिंग फ्रॉम माय लाइफ. अभी जैसे हम लोग को पबजी खेलना पसंद है, फॉर शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम हम लोग पबजी खेल देंगे, फिर देन 1 hour विल टेक प्ले एंड वी विल नॉट गेट एनी बेनिफिट्स. उसी टाइम में हम लोग जैसे फॉर लाइक एग्जांपल यूट्यूब स्ट्रीमर्स, व्हाट दे डू, they play, they record and they upload. For them they are getting incomes. This concept also work like that. If we have to invest on that time that on assets that will give us future profits. And moving to 12th concept, that is full disclosure concept. In this concept, the principle of disclosure, all material and relevant facts considering financial performance must be fully complete disclosed in financial. फुल्ली डिस्क्लोजर कंसेप्ट का मतलब ये होता है कि हम लोग कंपनी का सारा डिटेल्स हम लोग पब्लिक को डिस्प्ले कर दें. हाउ मच अर्निंग्स वी आर गेटिंग, हाउ मच प्रॉफिट्स वी आर गेटिंग, हम लोग को पिछले 3 साल का लॉसेस क्या क्या हुआ उसका हम लोग पब्लिक में डिस्प्ले एक्सपोज पब्लिक को प्रोवाइड कर दें. दैट इज नोन एज फुल डिस्क्लोजर कंसेप्ट. एंड मूविंग टू 13th concept, that is objectivity concept. The concept of objectivity requires that should be recorded in an objective manner and not in free assumption of accounts. For example, all the assets are recorded at their cost price in the books of account, and transaction for the purchase and of material may be supported by cash receipts. ऑब्जेक्टिव कॉस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट का मतलब ये होता है कि अगर हम लोग कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन करते हैं उसका हम लोग कैश रिसिप्ट पे रखें, ताकि हम लोग फ्यूचर में कहीं अगर कोई मिसप्लेस हो जाता है अमाउंट, we can't remember that all the amounts in our mind, so we have to keep on cash receipt so that we can for reference purpose या for example कोई ऑडिटर आ रहा है तो हम लोग को मांगेगा ये अमाउंट कहाँ से आया, then we can show this cash receipt, sir we have done this payment and we have done this account and we have recorded in this account. And moving to last concept, that is accrual concept. Under this accrual based concept, revenue and cost are recorded in books of account when they are occur rather than when they are received or paid. एक्रुअल कॉन्सेप्ट हम लोग को ये बोलता है कि जब तुम लोग सामान खरीदे तभी तुम लोग अकाउंट्स में रिकॉर्ड करो, ताकि ना कि तब जब तुम लोग को पेमेंट रिसीव हो रहा है. फॉर एग्जांपल हम लोगों को सामान खरीद रहे हैं, सामान अगर उधारी में खरीद रहे हैं तो हम लोग बोल रहे हम लोग उसको बाद में देंगे पैसे, पर एक्रुअल बेस्ड कंसेप्ट में हम लोग ये बोल रहे हैं जैसे तुम लोग सामान खरीदे भले उधारी में खरीदे पर उसको हम लोग उसी दिन अकाउंट्स में रिकॉर्ड करना है, भले उसका पेमेंट तुम लोग 3 महीने के बाद मिले, but we should record that account record on that same day. This is all the accounting principles. Anyone having any doubt, you can ask.
No doubt, sir.
No doubts.
No doubt, sir.
Then moving to next, that is rules of accounting. There are three golden rules of accounting. First is personal account, real account, and nominal account. In personal account, the accounts record on a business with a person's name or a firm's name. In the accounting, there are two sides I have said you earlier, that is debit and credit. In debit side, on the basis of personal account, we record that persons who are receiving the amount, that is debit the receiver, and on credit side whom we are giving something, that is in accounting terms we write as credit the giver. And second is real account. A real account deals with the account of assets entering the business. In a business is given on debit side, and assets leaving the business is given on credit side. रियल अकाउंट में हम लोग वो अकाउंट्स रिकॉर्ड करते हैं जो अगर कोई सामान आ रहा है तो उसको हम लोग डेबिट में लिखेंगे, और जो कोई सामान जा रहा है उसको हम लोग क्रेडिट में लिखेंगे. डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोस आउट. एंड थर्ड, that is nominal account. Nominal account deals with expenses, incomes, profits, and losses. In debit side of nominal account, हम लोग वो सब लिखते हैं जो खर्चा हो चुका है या even losses we are bearing, that we are writing on the debit side. And on credit side, कोई income हम लोग कर रहे हैं and कोई gains हम लोग कर रहे हैं, that is written on the credit side. These three golden rules, anyone is having any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
And then double entry system. डबल एंट्री सिस्टम, जिसमें जैसे हम लोग जैसे मैं पहले एक बार बोल रहा था कि डबल एंट्री सिस्टम, देयर आर टू टाइप्स, डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट. If something, if one record I am recording on debit side, that is written on the credit side, that is known as double entry system. And moving to next, that is financial statement. This financial statement, first we have to prepare trading account, then income and statement or profit and loss account, then third, the final, that is balance sheet. First, let us know what is financial statement, why it is prepared. Financial statement is prepared to know the financial position of the business, to know the performance of the business. Financial statement हम लोग बेसिकली इसलिए प्रिपेयर करते हैं ताकि हम लोग को कंपनी का फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन पता चले, कंपनी कहाँ है, तो अपने कॉम्पिटिटर के साथ कंपेयर कर सके. एंड फर्स्ट हम लोग प्रिपेयर करते हैं ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट. Trading account is the first step of preparing final account. Trading account is prepared to fix out the gross profit or the gross loss of the business. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट कैलकुलेट करने में बेसिक्स कुछ फॉर्मूला लगता है. फर्स्ट इज ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट, नेट सेल्स माइनस कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. एंड सेकेंड वन इज फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग नेट सेल्स, sales minus sales return. And for calculating net purchase, purchase minus purchase return. And for calculating cost of goods sold, opening stock plus net purchase plus direct expenses minus closing stock. उसके बाद हम लोग जाते हैं प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में. अब प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, उसको हम लोग इनकम स्टेटमेंट भी बोलते हैं. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट हम लोग इसको ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट के बाद बनाते हैं. एंड इट इज प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग नेट प्रॉफिट और द नेट लॉस ऑफ द बिजनेस. इसमें बेसिक सिर्फ एक फॉर्मूला लगता है, दैट इज प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. प्रॉफिट और लॉस को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए रेवेन्यू माइनस एक्सपेंसेस. देन मूविंग टू लास्ट, दैट इज बैलेंस शीट. Balance sheet displays the company's total asset and how these assets are financed through either on debit or equity, or you can say it as a liquidity. It also shows the financial position of the बिजनेस या कंपनी. बैलेंस शीट हम लोग बेसिकली इसलिए बनाते हैं ताकि हम लोग अपना कंपनी का फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन और पता लगा सकते हैं. एंड उसमें हम लोग असेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज ये कॉलम होता है, उसको हम लोग लास्ट कमिंग क्लासेस में उसको हम लोग कैलकुलेशन में पढ़ाएंगे तुम लोग को. डेबिट साइड असेट एंड लायबिलिटीज शुड बी इक्वल. उसमें एक बेसिक फॉर्मूला जो हमने फर्स्ट में बोला था, असेट्स इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटीज प्लस इक्विटी, वो फॉर्मूला बैलेंस शीट में अप्लाई होता है. ऑल द असेट्स शुड बी इक्वल टू लायबिलिटीज प्लस इक्विटी. Anybody is having any doubt till now?
Sir, could you please tell the formulas? Someone needs to write down.
Of the trading account.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. For calculating gross profit, you will gross profit or gross loss, net sales minus cost of goods sold. And for calculating net sales, sales minus sales return. For calculating cost of goods sold, opening stock plus net purchase plus direct expenses minus closing stock. And for calculating net purchase, purchase minus purchase return. These are the formulas for trading account. And for profit and loss account, basically एक ही formula है. Profit and loss account equal to revenue minus expenses. And for balance sheet, assets equal to liabilities plus equity. Any more doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, then I will move to next, that is question and answer session. I will basically ask only 3 questions. तुम्हारा ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करूँगा मैं. पहला फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, how many accounting principles are there in accounting? Anyone can unmute and answer that.
13 principles, sir.
Okay, ma'am. And then second question, what are the 3 golden rules of accounting? Except
personal, liable and nominal, and for personal debit the receiver and credit the giver, and for real account debit what comes in, credit what goes out, and for nominal account debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains.
Right, you're absolutely right, sir. Thank you. This is all from my side.
That was great, Pawan sir. I hope everyone understood the concept. Anyone has anything doubt or anything else? Okay, so I'll wind up. It was, we appreciate you being here. Your presence here definitely enriched this lecture, and for this we can remain grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to add one more thing. Like, it's been over, of course, today's session, but any feedback from your side? Have you understood it perfectly? Can you please write in the chat box? Okay, so it seems like you all have understood everything. Yes, all clear. That's great. Okay, all thanks to Parvinder sir. Everything is clear, and thanks to Aishwarya ma'am for getting everyone engaged and making an interactive session. Okay, and so Parvinder sir, can you please show them the video? Can you just play a video that by showing the feedback of everyone? How was it?
Yes, ma'am.
So Parvinder sir is going to share a feedback video, like it is from our company's Money Batters, the interns. How was their experience with us?
Everyone, I'm Pawan from Kerala University and I'm doing my internship in Managers in association with Guardians Education and Finance sector. And I have joined in this internship in June 15. So I have reference from LinkedIn. And here in this internship, I'm having a good experience in this internship where we will be provided with a team leader. It will they support you in very each and every way, and in every week you will be provided with a task and you have to present it at the weekend, and you will get a good skills, good presentation skills, and immediate feedback will be provided for your presentation, and they will encourage you in each and every way so that you can gain knowledge and you can develop your personality. And I would like to thank President's Education and Money Batters for providing this opportunity. Thank you.
My name is Ishmika Kumari, and currently I'm doing MBA from Jail Bazaar Institute of Technology and Management, Greater Noida. For this, I have done a 7-week internship at a Career Dream Education and the Money Batters. I would like to thank all the team members of Money Batter and the Career Dream Education who have given me this opportunity to work with them. I found this internship experience was quite informative, rewarding, as this will add a great skills on my resume. I also found it a quite interesting as we have worked on a various projects like GST returns, how to make portfolio, and many others. As we already know that the GIST education can provide a financial services. So for this, they have organized various workshops and seminars. I have also been a part of a poster making team, which will give an additional benefit to my skills. At last, I will thank to all the members of a career team education who was very supportive and helpful for doing this great job. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Anjana PS from Kerala, and currently I am pursuing MBA at Rams College Viking, and I am doing an internship program at the Career Dreams Education by Money Partners. First of all, I would like to thank all the staff members of Career Dreams Education. They are very supportive and they are very friendly. They are conducting very lot of webinars, workshop, group discussions, and PPT presentations, and that will be help me to in my master's degree program, and it will be help me to improve my soft skills and practical knowledge skills. Sincerely, I would like to thank Career Dreams of Education to being and part of it. Thank you, Career Dreams. Thank you, Many Butters.
Hi everyone, I'm Animal Varghese. I'm from Kerala. Currently, I'm pursuing MBA at Rams College. Now, I'm a Finance Internet Career Dreams Education. I'm really glad to become a part of Money Partners and Career Dreams Education. And I learned lot of things through this internship period. And it's very helpful to build my career, and everyone in this career dreams education is more supportive, and really I'm really thankful to them to give me these opportunities, and it's a wonderful period in my life, and thanks once again. Thanks.
I'm Krishna Prakash, a MBA student from India, Canada. I joined Money Partners as an intern in June-July batch. My experience as an intern in Money Partners was really awesome because by the weekly assignments and interactive tasks, I gained lot of knowledge, including GST returns, equity research, income tax, and lot of other things. Also, by the weekly presentation, I gained the knowledge like how I have to present a thing, and also my presentation. I think my presentation skills have increased. Also, by the other tasks given by Shikha, I gained lot of knowledge like how we should interact with our customers, how should we deal with people outside our organization, how should we behave in an organization, and how a startup works. All really overall, my experience as an intern in Money Butters was really awesome under the team of Shikha ma'am. I thank everyone for this opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, this was great, really great. Seriously, I can say. And a special thanks to, of course, Diksha ma'am, who has edited the complete video and who has given the feedback video, that is Pawan sir, Ashmika ma'am, Krishna sir, Anjana ma'am, Anmol ma'am, everyone. This is what makes us as a team and their enthusiasm because of what we are actually working something. Thank you very much, Parvinder, for sharing this video with us. And thank you, Ashwarya ma'am, again for
Thank you,
engaging
ma'am.
everyone.
Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
So, yes, this is a great, I can say, a great job, a great work, you can say, that we are doing something. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So, I think there's nothing else to add. So, at least I think participants can leave. I want to talk with, we can stop recording. Participants can leave. And I want to talk with team.